So let's do the final exercise. Now that you've got some ideas about how to use that one. And this last one is super fun. It should be super fun and super easy for you. You have, I'm going to say 1.5 minutes, okay? So you are going to write a story about some aspect of your experience that relates to your book, this topic. You might think about one answer to one question. You may do that as your writing prompt. But I want you to think of one story. It should be something that you've told before, or maybe it's something that you hadn't really thought of as it relates to this new content or this new direction for you. But at any rate, I'm going to put 1.5 minutes on the clock, and you're going to write as much of the story, or if some of you just want to outline it and put key words down, that's all right too, because this is going to serve you going forward in terms of getting your book done. So, put the time on the clock, go. The time just kind of like, wow, that went fast. Was that easy for you? Yeah, it should be, because we tell those stories all the time, right? So it's just putting them in written form. Now, it will take some finesse. They won't be perfect the first time, but get it out there. And what I might suggest for you is take that list of questions. If we had a full day, we might do this together, is outline each of the questions and put them on a separate Post-it note. So here's a question, those are content points. Then you write, oh, I have a story about that. I have a story about that one. I have a story over here. So you put those stories where they go. Then maybe you have, well, I have a checklist, or I have a survey or a questionnaire. So you're also identifying those, putting those in the right spot, pairing them up. And then if you do that over a little period of time, you will have your book fully fleshed out and then ready to write. So you sit down, you pull all the Post-it notes off for chapter 3, and you can sit down and write chapter 3. Yes?
Can I share this?
Yes.
Mom locked away the snacks. They were hidden in Lala's room so that no one could ever go in there to take them. Lala was my grandmother, and her word was treated like the word of God. But I couldn't help trying to scheme my way into that room to get to the lollipops and pies.
That's great. So see, you're excited about writing, right? The whole energy here has changed about your writing. I can sense that. Yes.
I just have a question, Cathy. So these exercises, we can take them from today and we can work with them in the future.
Yes.
Do you have a suggestion of how much time you apply for yourself for any one of these exercises? I'm sure there's not a perfect solution, but perhaps by keeping it truncated, you're kind of forced to be motivated.
Yes, absolutely. One of the things that I think Ruth alluded to this is you don't just put an hour or two on your calendar and have work on the book. No, no, you don't even know where to start with that. So 5 minutes, identify key stories. 5 minutes, outline key story. The smaller the time frame, the more specific the task, the more you will accomplish, and the more you will quiet that negative voice that says, who do you think you are? So yes, great question. Great small time frames, chunk it out that way. I wish we had more time, but it's been so much fun to give you just a little sense of some of the ideas. I think that a book is the most fabulous way to grow your career as a speaker, as a consultant, as an expert. Fill in the blank. I don't know of anything else that is so powerful and so compelling. And Celine is going to talk more about how we get it out there in the world here in just a moment. But let me just say this. Before you can get it out there in the world, first, you have to write it. And it's hard work, but I'm hoping that what I have given you here are some little tips and ideas to get you moving quickly and to get you excited again about why you're doing this work. We are changing the world one word at a time. So go out there and change the world.